Imagine standing beneath a tree that was already centuries old when your great-great-grandparents were born. A tree that watched kingdoms rise, ships conquer oceans, and entire civilizations come and go. This is the story of the oak. The oak belongs to the genus Quercus, a remarkable group of over 500 species found across the Northern Hemisphere. From the cool forests of North America and Europe to the mountains of Asia, oaks have adapted to an incredible range of climates. Today, the oak is considered one of the most ecologically important tree groups on Earth. Entire ecosystems depend on it, supporting thousands of species of birds, mammals, insects, and fungi. Some oak trees live for several hundred years, while a few exceptional individuals have stood for well over 1,000, earning the oak a reputation as one of nature's greatest survivors. One look at an oak, and it's easy to understand why it has become the universal symbol of strength. Most species grow into massive trees with thick trunks, deeply furrowed bark, and wide canopies that cast enormous pools of shade. Its leaves are among the most recognizable in nature, often featuring rounded or pointed lobes that change from vibrant green in spring to brilliant shades of gold, bronze, and crimson during autumn. Then there are the acorns. Small, simple, and often overlooked, these little seeds carry the blueprint for trees that may outlive generations of people. Depending on the species, an oak can reach heights of over 40 meters, with branches so broad they resemble living architecture. Oak trees aren't in a hurry. They grow slowly, investing their energy into building incredibly dense wood and powerful root systems rather than rapid height. Most species thrive in full sunlight and prefer well-draining soil, although different oaks have adapted to everything from dry hillsides to moist river valleys. Once established, many become surprisingly drought-tolerant, making them incredibly resilient in changing environments. Patience is the secret. An oak may spend decades establishing itself before reaching its true grandeur, but the reward is a tree capable of standing for centuries. Few trees have served humanity as faithfully as the oak. Its wood is exceptionally hard, durable, and resistant to decay, making it one of the world's most valuable timbers. For centuries, oak built homes, barns, furniture, bridges, and some of history's greatest ships. The tree also plays a surprising role in food and drink. Oak barrels are used to age wine, whiskey, and many other spirits, slowly adding flavors of vanilla, caramel, spice, and smoke that define some of the world's most celebrated beverages. Meanwhile, acorns have historically been ground into flour or used as emergency food after careful processing to remove their bitter tannins. Long before modern nations existed, the oak had already earned humanity's respect. To the ancient Celts, it was a sacred tree associated with wisdom, endurance, and the divine. In Greek mythology, the oak was sacred to Zeus, king of the gods. The Romans admired its strength, while Viking traditions linked mighty oaks to Thor, the god of thunder. During the Great Age of Exploration, oak forests became strategic resources. Entire navies depended on mature oak trees to build warships strong enough to survive months at sea. In many ways, the rise of maritime empires was rooted not just in human ambition, but in forests of oak. Here's where the oak becomes even more fascinating. A single mature oak can support well over 2,000 different species of wildlife throughout its lifetime. Some oak trees don't produce large acorn harvests every year. Instead, they synchronize these massive harvests in a phenomenon called mast years. overwhelming predators with so many acorns that enough survive to become new trees. If you're planting an oak, think long-term. Choose a location where it has plenty of space to spread both its roots and canopy. Young trees benefit from regular watering during their first few years, but mature oaks generally require very little attention. Avoid excessive pruning unless necessary, as healthy oaks naturally develop strong branch structures. A layer of mulch around the base helps retain moisture while protecting the roots, but always keep the mulch away from the trunk itself. Above all else, give it time. An oak isn't planted for next year, it's planted for the next century. Harvesting. Oak trees aren't harvested for fruit in the traditional sense. Instead, people collect acorns when they mature and fall naturally, usually during autumn. The seeds can be replanted to grow future generations of oaks or processed into flour after removing their tannins through repeated soaking. When oak timber is harvested, responsible forestry practices are essential. Because these trees take decades, sometimes centuries to mature, sustainable management ensures future forests remain healthy for generations to come. The oak is far more than just another tree. It's an engineer of ecosystems, a cornerstone of forests, a witness to history, and one of nature's greatest symbols of resilience. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Plantpedia for more incredible plants from around the world. And tell us in the comments, which plant should we explore next?